Welcome to the second part of this session. The third question that I had raised was, will Algernon marry Cecily Cardew? Now, initially, Lady Bracknell was against Algernon's marriage with Cecily. She was against the marriage because she had serious doubts about the family background of Jack and also of Cecily. But Jack convinces Lady Bracknell that his niece Cecily comes from a good family background. He tells her that her grandfather is a very respectable person called Thomas Cardew. Not only that, he also tells her that Cecily possesses a sound financial background. Her grandfather, Thomas Cardew, had left behind 130,000 pounds for his granddaughter Cecily. So, Cecily has both a good family background and a sound financial or economic background. Now, when Lady Bracknell comes to know this, she has a change of mind. Now, she is not against Algernon's marriage with Cecily. However, it is at this moment that Jack shows his moment of brilliance. He puts a condition to Lady Bracknell. The condition is, if Lady Bracknell agrees to his marriage with Gwendolen, then he will agree to Algernon's marriage with his niece Cecily. Let me repeat. If Lady Bracknell agrees to his marriage with Gwendolen, then he will agree to his niece Cecily's marriage with Algernon. It is some kind of a give and take policy. Give Gwendolen and take Cecily. So, as they say, the ball is now in Lady Bracknell's court. But Lady Bracknell is a tough nut. Under no condition will she agree to Jack's marriage with Gwendolen. And therefore, she tells her daughter and her niece to pack their bags so that they can go back to their houses. Now, the fourth question that I had raised was regarding the black leather handbag and the books that Miss Prism lost. Let me continue. Just as Lady Bracknell, her daughter, and nephew were about to leave, Dr. Chasuble comes to Jack's house. He has come to tell them that everything is ready for the christening. And Jack tells that the christening is no more required. To which Dr. Chasuble answers, then he would go back to the church because Miss Prism is waiting there for him. When Lady Bracknell hears the name of Miss Prism, suddenly she becomes excited. She has heard the name before, and she says that she would like to meet this Miss Prism. And they all go towards the church to meet Miss Prism. When Miss Prism sees Lady Bracknell, she becomes extremely scared and she tries to run away. She even falls unconscious. But when she regained her consciousness, Lady Bracknell asked her just one question. Prism, where is the baby? Now, we have to go back into a flashback. Many years back, 28 years back, Miss Prism was working in Lady Bracknell's house, Lord Bracknell and Lady Bracknell's house. One day, as usual, she went for a walk. Miss Prism went for a walk. She had two things with her. One, she had a black leather bag in which she had her 3-volume novels. And she had a baby carriage, pram, it is called pram. You have seen, they put babies in it and they push it like a trolley. It's called a pram. So she had a pram with a baby in it. The baby is from Lord Bracknell's house. And she had a bag, leather bag, black leather bag, in which she had a 3-volume novels. She went for the walk. And in some absent-minded mood, what happened was, she put the books in the pram, the baby carriage, and the baby in the black leather handbag. Not only that, in her absent-minded condition, she forgot both the bag and the books. When she realized her mistake, it was too late. And as we realize, or as we find out later, that bag was found by old Thomas Cardew, who brought the bag to his house, found a child in it, and he looked after the child and brought up the child, and that child today is Jack Worthing. So Jack Worthing is the child that Miss Prism lost. What about the books? The books were found in the pram some 3 weeks later, not by Miss Prism, but by somebody else. That takes us to the next question. Then, who are the real parents of Jack Worthing? And Miss Prism says that only one person can answer that question, and that person is Lady Bracknell. And from Lady Bracknell, we come to know Jack's history. Jack was the son of General Moncrief and Mrs. Moncrief. Now, who is Mrs. Moncrief? Very interesting. Mrs. Moncrief is Lady Bracknell's sister, or Algernon's mother. And therefore, the baby that was lost by Miss Prism is the elder son of Mrs. Moncrief. Who is the younger son? The younger son is Algernon. See the twist in the story. The twist in the story is, finally we come to know that Jack and Earnest, Jack and Algernon are brothers. Their parents are General Moncrief and Lady Moncrief. Lady Moncrief is Lady Bracknell's sister. So thus we understand the real parentage or the real family history of Jack. Now there are no oppositions to the marriage of Jack and Gwendolyn. Now, there is one more question that needs to be addressed. If Jack is the elder son of General Moncrief and Mrs. Moncrief, then what was the name that they gave him? Because Jack is the name given by Thomas Cardiff. What is the name given by his parents, that is Algernon's father and mother? Lady Bracknell tells that she does not know the exact name given by the parents to Jack, but Jack was given the name of the father. Now the father was a military general, and Jack had all the military volumes, military records. He searched all the military records and he found that the name of his father, General Moncrief, was General Earnest John Moncrief. So finally we come to know that Jack's true name, real name given by his real parents was Earnest John Moncrief. Thus, all these years, all these months, all these days, he had been telling a lie that his name is Earnest, but surprisingly, ironically, in the end, that is exactly his name. So, there is no more issues here. Lady Bracknell has no more reasons to oppose the marriage. Let me come to the end. There is a saying that all is well that ends well. What happens in the end? Jack will marry Gwendolyn, and Algernon will marry Cecily. There is one more comic element. Dr. Chasuble will marry Miss Prism. The play ends with a very famous statement that Jack has finally realized the importance of being earnest, which means it is not necessary that your name should be Earnest, E-R-N-E-S-T. What is more important is that we should be earnest in our character or behavior, E-A-R-N-E-S-T. And earnest means sincere or truthful. Thus, it is a play which ends happily on all accounts. With this, I conclude my sessions on the importance of being earnest. I hope these sessions have been useful to you, and if indeed they have been useful to you, my efforts have been amply rewarded. Thank you. Have a nice day.